What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, and you are currently watching DaVinci Reacts. Now, you could be watching this on DaVinci Plays or my DaVinci or Devon DaVinci main channel. If you haven't watched any of my other videos or me explaining anything as far as my videos are concerned, I am planning on splitting up my content into different channels. So my gaming related videos will eventually move over to my DaVinci Plays channel. This video should be uploaded there, but I also uploaded on my DaVinci, Devon DaVinci channel. Now, in about a month's time, I'm going to separate that and make this DaVinci Plays channel my exclusive gaming related channel. So this will be where you see my gaming related reactions, any Let's Plays or anything that I create, or if I do live streams and I have a VOD come up over here with my gaming footage, it'll be on this channel. So if you enjoy video game related content, be sure to subscribe. If you're watching this on my Devon DaVinci channel, be sure to click the link in the description that takes you to my DaVinci Plays channel and subscribe. That way you'll be able to follow me with all of my gaming related content. Anyway, let's check this out. This has been a video that it needed a reaction for a while now. It came out about, I'd say, a few weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to watch it, so you're still getting my 100% first time genuine reaction to this video. I don't necessarily know what fully to expect. I have been keeping up with the leaks, or the initial leaks, so I'm aware that this game is going to have two protagonists, going to have a bit of a Bonnie and Clyde thing going with it. But the footage that I saw was the old, broken footage, where it was super pre-alpha, and wasn't really meant to be exposed at all. So I haven't seen the polished version. With that being said, let's jump into this. This is Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer number 1, released by Rockstar Games. I will have a link to Rockstar's channel in the description box, as well as the end of the video. So when you get to the last 30 seconds or so, you'll see an icon pop up. Click on it, it'll take you to their channel, and you can watch their other videos as well. But and I do that for every reaction that I react to. Anyway, let's jump into this and see what it has to offer. I am definitely looking forward to this game. Also, I know it takes place in Vice City.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
And this video will probably be copyright claimed, so show your boys some support and hit that subscribe button and the like button as well. Strip clubs and changed a bit in Grand Theft Auto 6. My enthusiasm for this game is going up higher and higher as I watch.
Look who's back.
The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust. Looks good. Looks very, very good. Now I'm gonna go back and break down the video that we just watched. Let's see. Because one thing I know about gaming trailers is they aren't going to show you something unless there's something specifically they're trying to draw your attention to. Usually it's a new gimmick or feature that they're really trying to get over. It's a certain element of the story that they want to push through, something. So I noticed there was a lot of NPC engagement. So a lot of different things that NPCs were doing as far as being more lively and making the world more lived in. I saw a lot of social media and news coverage. So that tells me that, matter of fact, let me go ahead and just jump to it a bit. Okay, the colors definitely give you that Vice City vibe. Again, I already know about like some of the. Oh, why was the closed caption? Was I watching closed caption this entire time? I get like
Yeah.
the main girl or one of the main characters. I know that she was like a former cop or something like that. I'm guessing something may have happened to cause her to get thrown in prison. The only thing I don't like about the fact that this is like a Bonnie and Clyde story is usually those stories don't ever end well. Like when you think about this and Thelma and Louise and like Natural Born Killers and things like that, like it never really ends well. It always ends up like being bad for the protagonists or main characters, whatever. So I'm very iffy about how I feel about this type of story. I'm interested to see exactly what they're going to do with the characters as far as like uniqueness, because I know in GTA 5 each character had their own like abilities. Like Michael was a really good marksman, I guess. He had the power up that lets him like slow down time when he shoots and things like that. Franklin was a driver, so he had like the ability to slow down time when he was driving. And then Trevor had like the rage, so like he had this thing where he would like go into a state where he didn't take any damage, and I think his attacks did more damage or something like that. Like everything had like their reasons for like being. So I'm wondering what they're going to do with these characters. And given the absolute like mind-boggling amount of detail that that Red Dead Redemption 2 had, I can only imagine what like all the things, the little details that this game is going to have that's going to completely just like, I don't want to say blow that out the water, but it's like we have this new generation of consoles and all this extra processing and computing power, which by the way, I did get a PlayStation 5. I'm very proud of that. I was able to get my PS5, so I'm officially next gen now. I don't have to worry about complaining about, you know, my PS5 sounding like Urkel with asthma or anything like that when it's trying to play a game. I can, you know, hang with the big boys now, you know. By the way, I got back into Ghost of Tsushima. I'm loving it on PS5. But yeah, like, look at this with the NPCs surfing and stuff. Because the last time we had a chance to see NPCs surfing was like, we're not surfing, but last time we saw NPCs like at beaches and things like that were, well, I know they had in GTA 5 also, but I think back to like San Andreas, back when they had the like the Cluck and Bell triathlon event and stuff. Okay, like you see people fit. Like, I would love to see Grand Theft Auto go back to the San Andreas model where you can like go to the gym and your character can get like exercise and stuff. Maybe even learn martial arts abilities. She said she cared about me. Again, you got characters that are like hanging out of cars. I don't know if this is a cutscene or what, but maybe this is a feature that like you can do. Maybe it's something you can do when you play GTA Online, because you know the online aspect is coming. You know it's going to be here. I don't know if it's going to be available at launch, but it's coming at some point. Okay, looks like that was like a lowrider competition. Yeah, I think this is like a lowrider competition. So does this mean that there's going to be a mini game similar to San Andreas where you like can compete with other people when it comes to like hydraulics competitions and stuff? Maybe it also slightly alludes to gang activities. But then again, that was more of a California thing. This is a Florida thing. So, I mean, this is modern Florida. So it's not like the 80s cocaine empire, like Florida anymore. but maybe it might have some type of, control of areas for drug routes and things like that. But then again, if they're having a Thelma and Louise style, not Thelma and Louise, Bonnie and Clyde style storyline, I imagine it's not going to end up with you becoming like a kingpin or anything like that. Now to look at it, I don't think she really knows how to twerk, but she's kind of like just like rotate herself. But hey, if the cutscenes are like that, maybe I might have to start going to the strip club in Grand Theft Auto again. Yeah, usually it's like a novelty. You go once and it's like, yeah. Okay, this character looked interesting because I'm wondering, like, they showed the other protagonists that you play with, and you got one dude that's sitting here looking like Rick Ross. You got another dude that looks like a cross between Young Thug and Lil Wayne. So it's like, who are these people, and why is the camera like focused on them? It could be a bunch of different things. Maybe this is like a target for a mission, or maybe this is a quest giver. Never know. But I'm just curious. It's like, why the camera is focused on these people. There you go. You got that Miami, that Miami strip with all the lights, the neon lights, and whatnot. See, some old-looking cars. Like this white one in the middle looks kind of 80s in the way it, like, it's designed. Got a lot of parties, a lot of islands too, which is going to be very interesting. I think I saw a picture of the map for GTA 6, and like the old Vice City from PlayStation 2, it's like a small segment of the map on like the east side, and then you have this like giant rest of Vice City on the other side. So it's like, when you think about it, when we played on the PS2 version, were we just playing in like this little ass neighborhood, and the rest of Vice City was just this giant world that was just outside of our reach? This looks like somebody that may end up trying to sue Grand Theft Auto, because usually, and it always happens like this, some clip from Grand Theft Auto, whether it's because this person might end up being, or this character may end up being like the mascot for GTA 6 or something. You know, they always have like this random like girl that appears on like artwork and cover art and things like that. This feels like she would be the one selected. And every single time, it always happens. Some real life model or celebrity or something thinks that Rockstar ripped off their image and then tries to sue Rockstar. Now, I heard the stories about the like Florida Joker or whatever the hell his name is, and he's pissed off because there's a part in this trailer with a character that looks like him or whatnot. And it's like, well, first of all, I don't know if you like copyright or copywritten getting Joker tattoos on your face, because it's kind of ironic. Like, your whole persona is based on the intellectual property of Warner Brothers and DC. So it's like, can you really sue someone for stealing your image when your whole entire identity is a stolen image? But we'll see. I have a feeling that there's gonna be some type of model or something that's gonna come out and start talking crap about this and saying that Rockstar stole their image. We'll see. See, this is another thing. All this right here, official poach. Dad Bod Squad. See, they're showing a lot of these like TikTok style clips, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a lot like Grand Theft Auto 4, where they had the internet that you can get on, and it had all these different websites you can go to, and like different activities and things you can engage in with the virtual online, which is, I don't know if that's an oxymoron or not. Like, can you not have a virtual online? So, you know what I mean when I say virtual online, like the fake internet that Grand Theft Auto games tend to have. I'm wondering if there's going to be like a TikTok style thing? And how is that going to work? Like, can we create TikToks, or is it just like we just go online and watch other clips of like NPCs doing stuff? Also, the animations are very like smooth. It's not. It doesn't like gaming. It looks almost like someone took like a cutscene or the characters in cutscenes and then put like some type of AI art generator on top of it to make it look more realistic. Because there's like something up with it. It doesn't look like full on character models and stuff. It looks like a movie or something. Like there's something on top of it. A lot of gators. You see a naked fat dude running across. Is it Naked Midian? Is Naked Midian back? For those of you that are my WWE Attitude or WWF Attitude Era fans, for those of you that remember or are unlucky enough to remember Naked Midian, is this Naked Midian back? I would love to see Grand Theft Auto 6 bring out like some one of the things I love the most about Rockstar games is like the lore or the secret lore. I love when Rockstar has like these like hidden like stranger missions or these mysteries that you see on the internet. Like there was one of them with like a mystery, a murder mystery where someone killed their wife or something, and like you had to follow these like tips on the Rockstar internet. And if you follow them, it leads you to clues like this place that you go to at a specific time. And if you go there at that time, you see like the ghost of the woman on like the cliff and like stuff like that. Like the serial killer mystery where like you see news articles talking about a serial killer, and like every once in a while you hear a story on the radio where they're talking about like an update on the serial killer case. And then you have the stranger mission where you meet the serial killer. And Grand Theft Auto 4 was, what was his name, Eddie Lowe or something like that. Like I love mysteries like that, like stuff that like has a bit of spookiness to it. I know in like Red Dead Redemption, I think it was Red Dead Redemption, they had like this house that looked like it was like warm and welcoming. It had lights and everything else. It looked like just like a regular house, but as soon as you walk in, like the lights like shut off, and it's like this like dark, dreary, dead house that has like looks like it's been abandoned for years, and it's like stuff like that. The pentagram underneath the house in Red Dead Redemption 2, and the aliens that come over at a specific time on a certain house, and like the cult suicide site that had all the bodies in the beds with the shoes on, and like just mysteries like that is what I love to see. So I would love to see like this game get really crazy with the mysteries and lore.
Well, look who's back.
Like they showed a lot of clips from that TikTok thing, so I'm thinking that's got to be something that's really like it has to be something that's like super deep into the game. Like they would not be showing us this unless it had some like really big meaning, and they showed a lot of it, so I think it's gonna be pretty prominent in the game.
The only way we're gonna get through this.
Okay, I think that's the other protagonist.
The only way.
I think this is the other character that you control in the game, so it's going to be this person and the woman, and those are going to be the two that you switch between. I mean, I would personally rather have a game with one protagonist. I don't really like having to like jump back and forth between characters, but we'll see how it works.
We're gonna get through this.
Yeah, I think this is the character that the Florida Joker said was ripped off of them. I mean, I hate to break it to him. I've seen people that have tattoos similar to this before him. He definitely wasn't the first. So good luck with your lawsuit or attempt to collect compensation. Not really going to work well for you. But, I mean, this is definitely something you would... If it were to happen in any state, it would be Florida.
By sticking together, being a team.
Dirt bikes.
Trust.
Trust.
Now, if you hear a bunch of silence throughout this reaction, that means that the video was copyright claimed and I had to mute the audio because there's a lot of song in this video. So we'll see what happens with it. But you guys like my Michael Jackson shirt? Just they don't really care about us. But yeah, we'll see exactly how this handles. But I'm loving it so far. I love all the different things as far as like NPCs being very like engaging and so lived in. The world has so many different people doing different things, and because like a lot of times when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto games, they came out so long ago. Even on GTA 5, when you go to like the beach, for example, you just see people walking around. I think they had dogs in that game, right? So you like might see someone walking a dog maybe, but that was kind of it. Like they just walked along the beach. You saw some people laying down, maybe like sunbathing or something like that, but there was no like there wasn't people like running around playing games like frisbee or volleyball or anything like that. There wasn't anybody surfing in the water or anything. Like I want to see some like really engaging stuff as you walk around. That's something that I really want to like see in Rockstar games. We're hitting the point where like, and I know people say this a lot, but I really do think that we're hitting the point where like we don't really have too many limitations as far as like graphics. So I feel like the future of gaming is going to be a lot more dedicated to computing and getting as much computing power in games as possible. So instead of seeing like these super detailed characters and graphics and things like that, what you're going to instead start seeing in the future is the little things in the background getting a lot more attention. So like when you see a tree in the background, you're going to see more leaves start to fall off the trees, and each leaf is going to have its own physics attached to it, and it's going to have like stuff dedicated to like the wind blowing it and and gravity and things like that. Like the detail of the leaves are going to be a lot more like high res and stuff. Like I think that's what's going to be more of like the future of gaming. So as more Grand Theft Auto games come out, it's going to be less focused on like trying to get the game to look as realistic as possible and more about like getting the characters in the background to be closer to reality. So NPCs doing more stuff. When you crash a car, the damage related to the car is going to be much more realistic, and the physics are going to be much more sophisticated, so it'll know exactly like where the impact was and how certain types of materials are going to bend certain ways. And you'll have like carbon fiber that reacts this way, and you'll have titanium that reacts this way, and steel and aluminum alloy that reacts this way. I think that's what's going to be more in like the future. But if you guys enjoyed my breakdown, and if you enjoyed my commentary, please feel free to hit that like button. The channel, DaVinci Plays, is just now starting, so I'm definitely doing everything I can to try to get this to be up there and be much more consistent with my uploads and whatnot. You're going to see a lot more gaming content from me. I love gaming. I love old school gaming and everything. So if you enjoy this, you'll definitely enjoy more content that I have for you guys in the future. I'll also have my Devon DaVinci channel, which is, as of right now, going to be the central hub for my videos. So I'll probably upload everything there initially. And I'll break off like the specific subjects onto their specific channels. So you can feel free to follow me there as well. I'll also be breaking down more channels as well. So I will have a nostalgia channel dedicated to like old school content, whether it's doing reactions to commercials from like the 80s and 90s, whether it's looking at old school video games from the Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, NES eras, when it comes to just about anything retro related. So if you're a fan of gaming and you enjoy old school stuff as well, feel free to jump over there also and subscribe, because I feel like the content would definitely interest you if you're over here as well. But anyway, that's been this video. I look forward to seeing you guys on my future reactions. And until then, I'm Devon DaVinci, and hopefully you just